back to Cage Chronicles. Here today, James and Kev as usual, and we got some of the Alta people. Want to introduce yourself, Vivek?
Yeah, I'm Viv. Vivek, usually just say Viv because it makes it easier for most people. But yeah, here today to talk about my experience with Alta and fighting on the Domination card.
Yeah, we had some of the Alta. We've got heaps of stuff happened since the last one. We've had a bit of a break, been really busy. But yeah, we had the Alta fights on the Domination, which has been amazing. So we've got 3 of those today. Vivek opened the card, so we're going to chat to him about that. But how you boys been?
Good. I'm good, yeah.
So we're not going to talk to James.
Good job, mate.
I was thinking about
Good job,
something.
mate.
I zoned out for a second.
I feel like it's been a while since I've actually done. How long has it been since we did a podcast?
How's it been, Robin?
A while.
It's been a little while. But yeah, everyone's been travelling. Robin's been travelling around, doing all the rugby stuff, and then we've been travelling around all over the place. There's a lot of stuff we've done before. But then, I want to try and get back to doing one a week, which would be good. And then we've got like heaps of stuff coming up as well, which we'll talk about after. But we want to get into the Alta stuff. So, Viv, how did you find the Alta? Why did you do the Alta?
Alta overall as an experience was actually really great. Like just being able to, number one, wake up really early and then get
that
in.
was great. Waking up early was
honestly
great.
it was great because it fixed my sleep schedule, which really needed to be fixed. But then on top of that, just really coming down training, and then it just gets you really active for the rest of the day as well, doing it early.
Because I know you've done stuff before with us as well.
Yeah.
But like do 20 weeks, obviously you start off really basic, learning the fundamentals. And I think that's really good for everyone anyway. For me, it's like always fundamentals is the best thing. I love training fundamentals.
Yeah.
And so I'm building on those. And then getting to that point where obviously you want to fight. And then how did you feel a week out from the fight?
Week out from the fight, I'll be honest, I was losing it a bit. I was pretty nervous, but like I've got mates really all around that were just like saying you've worked towards this for the past year and a half because I signed up last February, so you've worked towards this. Like it's your time to go out there and show what you've been working towards, what you've been putting things off for. So
you really did as well. I feel like
you can't really explain to anyone the pressure that goes on yourself when you're going to fight. Like, I used to just shit myself every time I fought. Like
language for the viewers.
I used to fucking shit myself. I'd fight, and then you do it, and afterwards you go, "Oh, it's not bad." Like, it doesn't matter what happened, like, it doesn't look bad. And then next time you start getting nervous. So I think the more you do it, like the more frequent you do it, you feel less nervous.
Yeah.
But there's always them nerves there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, it was especially fight day and weigh-in day as well. It was just like making sure I was on weight. That was really nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
And then fight day, just stepping in and then seeing that cage and like where the crowd's meant to be was pretty nerve-wracking.
A little bit more real and stuff.
It starts to set in. But we got a chance to like walk around the cage. They gave us a little bit of time to walk around, and just the second you step foot in there, it's like all the nerves just disappear, and it's sort of just like tunnel vision. But
so to me, it's always another type for you, for Kev, and it's James when you're doing the jiu-jitsu. That he's still with us anymore.
He's over there on the side.
It's not for me when I step in the cage. I'm still got nerves.
Yeah.
It's when that first punch.
Yeah.
Whether they hit me or I hit them, then the nerves just go. And then you're fine after that. You know? But especially walking to the cage, it's like, what the hell am I doing this for?
Yeah.
Like it's insane.
It was helpful for me because without these glasses, I'm completely blind. So walking up to the cage, I couldn't see anybody.
Guided to the cage.
Yeah, exactly. I couldn't see anybody, so not being able to see my friends and like the family in the crowd sort of helped, because then I was a bit more like, all right, there's nobody really here right now, so I can just focus on it. But it kind of
cool. I feel like it gets a little bit like, first fights and stuff, when you're seeing people like family, friends that you really care about. Such a weird thing, because you're like trying to prepare yourself. You're like, this is about to go down, and then you're like seeing people like smiling and waving and shit and stuff while you're on your way in, and it's like really weird, like trying to get yourself in that zone. No, you did awesome, man.
Thank you.
What's insane, like, obviously you opened the card.
Yep.
Everyone's backstage. Obviously we're all there, like wrapping hands, you're tying up stuff. Everyone's warming people up. Everyone's together and we're all like messing around, joking on, and then you guys tried to kill each other. And it was like such a good like opening to the whole event. I thought, probably these guys are going to probably go cruisy, like as in like all the Alta people. I didn't know what to expect. And then probably the most violent fights at night. It
was a banger, man.
And even like I say, Alden was in before, and he goes, man, the technical ability of the Alta people, are just compared to anything, it's just like it was amazing. Like the way you like, everyone was like, obviously it wasn't gonna be rough and ready when they're doing it, but like people were like throwing shots, they were parrying, they were moving, they were shooting for takedowns, they were like knowing what they were doing against the wall. So obviously we're really good coaches.
Yeah, no, no, I'd agree. Like honestly, like you don't think 20 weeks is a lot of time to prepare yourself to get into that cage, but then like just like showing up and then seeing what was being taught in those 20 weeks, like it just like slowly but surely just it sets in that you're starting to get more and more ready for it, and then
How did like in that process? Did you find like any points throughout the like kind of camp, if you call it, like that you were like, I don't know, like struggled a little bit more, like found it, you got a little bit stagnant, or maybe it was a bit like, oh, like this is getting a bit, or was it, how was it the whole time?
Yeah, no, during camp especially, but also just in the lead up in those 20 weeks, my main focus was really, the jiu-jitsu and just like the ground game, working the wrestling as well. That was what I was most nervous about.
Yeah.
That's like what I see at least is what I need to work on the most.
Yeah.
And then after the fight and everything, I picked up a few more things that I could work on, but
So,
they're
so
definitely...
there's a lot of fights.
Did
fights. Did it go to the ground at all?
Yeah.
I don't think you went to the ground at all, did you?
No, I did go to the ground in the second round. Yeah, I got him in an armbar in the second round.
Yeah.
Wait, sorry,
then,
I'm just all I'm thinking of is all of the hands that were being
I
thrown.
remember
Like,
yours being like a crazy fight.
Yeah,
I
mine.
remember you said bashing each other in the face.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, did they take each other down? And I had to remember.
Yeah,
But now you're saying that.
Yeah, no, in the second round, got the armbar, but then, I didn't have it on properly, I don't think, and then the bell went off, so...
Oh, no, you were in like the corner.
Yeah.
And then you dropped back. I think his elbow was in, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You were trying to pull it off.
Yeah,
but he's never
that's
going to get
right,
that.
I remember
Right,
Yeah.
You're on the forearm. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
But,
how was the like adrenaline both in the cage, but then also like afterwards? Do you have an adrenaline dump or anything? Or?
Yeah. Well, I was talking to you about it like a couple of days before about the adrenaline dump, and I was like, I wasn't sure what to expect. And then, what you said after that first round, it just like hit me when I sat down, and then from there, it's like I felt my arms get heavier and things like that, and then it's
like,
and then just keeping that guard up was like the most struggling aspect of it. yeah, exactly. But it did hit, but like now that I know what to expect, I'm sure next time is something to sort of look out for and be able to manage a bit better. Hasn't put me off. No, not at all. I'm excited to continue working towards getting back in there. I really did enjoy it. But
That's the whole point, isn't it? Like, some people do it for a bucket list. Like, I just want to do it, and then when they do it, they're like, man, it's so much sacrifice and so much stress. I don't know if I want to do this again.
Yeah.
And other people do it, and they go like, oh no, that was such a rush.
Yeah.
It was really like thinking about it was really fun at the time, probably not, but then afterwards, that was pretty fun. Like, it's pretty cool. Like, a good challenge to have.
Yeah.
So that's amazing.
It is. It was overall just like an amazing experience. It's a surreal experience to begin with. Like just like seeing that crowd afterwards, and then seeing the reactions of all my friends and family. My workmates were playing it on the TV at work.
JB Hi-Fi.
Yeah. They got one of the big 85-inch TVs and they put it on there.
That's so cool.
And so like, and then I got the pictures of all of it after, and just seeing all of that just made it so much more worth it, really. But
That's awesome. Man.
yeah,
That's really
thank
cool.
you. Yeah.
I feel like there's not much quite like it. Hey, like that kind of an experience. Like
Nah,
it's a very,
definitely not.
very surreal experience as well. And
Yeah.
then even backstage, hey, like we had so many guys like fighting, having to get everything prepped was nuts as well. Like, who wrapped your hands?
Steve, you wrapped it,
So that's a problem. Like, you probably had the best hand wrap.
yeah, exactly.
Else does it?
Oh, stop.
It's not going to be his.
I remember halfway through when Steve was rapping, my opponent was being rapped right next to me, and Steve goes, "So, what do you think of your opponent?" And then I was just there like,
I know
You're joking. Oh, hectic.
yeah,
But he wasn't listening. So.
yeah,
That was cool. I think everyone did well. I think I can't think of anyone who didn't like perform. Like they all went out and then put it on. You know,
Yeah.
Like, they all did really good. Whether it was a short fight or a longer fight, it was good.
yeah.
Really
No,
good.
it was
Even
cool.
like with Abdi, like it was like you were getting like gas, like you said, the adrenaline dump here, and you're like tired, and you get like cause Steve was like, nah, we won't need the stool, and then like halfway through the first round, he's like, bring the stool in.
Yeah.
Because you're both like, you're getting tired, but it's just still going, like tired, and you're just like trying to lift your hands, like you're still going for it, even though you're both like super gassing, like, but just kept on like going and like acknowledging your technique as well. Like you didn't like go like full like sloppy or anything. You were still trying to like play the game right. It was impressive.
How did you find your like thought process? Like, did you feel like, was there any points that your brain was just like all over the place, like what you're thinking about during the fight? Any moments that you're like,
Yeah. So I think it was the first round, like pretty much not straight away, but like really, really early into the round, I got hit with like a really big right hook, and then that's when my nose started bleeding.
Yeah.
And then I sort of like I did this, and then I just picked up my nose, and I looked down, and it's just covered in blood, and I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
And then I was just like, okay, well now it's like, yeah. And then I was just like, okay, well, you know what? I'm already in it. I might as well just, I'm already bleeding.
Like, oh well, like,
I think by 30, his nose was bleeding. So we're both going.
Yeah, so one of my mates had the live stream, and I was listening back to the live stream, and even the commentators were like, it's we just need one more person to stop bleeding, then it's a pretty even matchup. So it was like,
I hate to dog you out, but like it was pretty funny because like it was such a hectic like fight, like just like back and forth, like heaps of hands. Do you know the water bottle?
Yeah.
I had a giggle at that. Hey, like, do you know the squeegee water bottle?
Yeah.
Obviously, like your nose is bleeding and everything, and Steve was like holding the bottle in front of you to like squeeze the water at your mouth, and then you just like sipped it like a sippy straw. Like,
yeah.
And then I did it, and then spat the blood back in. I was like, I'm not gonna be able to use that anymore.
Yeah, like, that's my bad.
And I was like trying to be like, just like a good coach, like serious and stuff. And then I saw that, I was like trying to laugh, like, but no, it was so good, man. Really,
yeah.
Really cool.
No, I do remember that. At that point, I remember my mind was all over the place there.
Did you hear us in the corner or not?
I heard, like, it cut in and out, and then, like, at one point, I just remember hearing you say inside leg kick, and then that's when I threw it. I think that was, like, the only inside leg kick I threw. But, just every now and then, it just, like, cut in and out.
You were scoring really good with the knees as well.
Yeah.
And then, I wanted you to get into that position again, because they were, like, power, some power on them. But,
yeah,
it was a wicked fight. Really
no, thank you.
So hopefully we'll get you back in the future, and then get you on some amateur stuff, and some more training and get in there.
No, looking forward to that.
I think it's a good starting platform.
Yeah.
And then to get people going, and like, especially with the exhibition about 3-2s, get you used to that sort of pace, because you know how hard it was for 3-2s, and then you get used to that feeling. Then it's 3-3s, and obviously with a pro like Kev, like 3-5s, and then.
Yeah,
and
then the
training
5-5s. Well, I mean, no, Alta in general, like, I didn't know the program existed until you brought it to the gym, and then when I saw it, I was like, that's such a good opportunity. And then some of my mates, after the fight, they were like, they came up to me and they were like, I know I've said I don't have time for training. What time is like the Alta training? It was like 6 o'clock in the morning. They're like, fuck, I might have to do that. And then now, like, I've got a few mates already starting to join the gym, and a few others that are thinking of doing Alta whenever we bring it back next.
Do, January.
That's
the next one, because we're going to do it again, but in winter it's a little bit harder with numbers and stuff. So we'll start again in January. I think there's a couple of gyms doing it. So then we'll have a bigger pool of people. Make it a lot easier.
No, it'll be a lot cool. It'd be cool to see some of my mates as well who have never had any experience ever in just fighting in combat sports. But it'd be cool to see them go through it, and I know they're pretty keen to try it out. So seeing that Alta.
Then you're on the kind of like the flip side of that then, whereas like you've been there, you've done that with the t-shirt, like, and then you can like help guide them and be like, oh, it's all good, just
you'll be
keep your
fine.
head down, give them the advice, it's awesome.
No, it is great. It is a really cool experience. So I just want to say thank you as well for like number one cornering me. That was really nice, and then also just bringing that experience to Wolves Den.
Yeah, it was amazing. We all enjoyed teaching on the morning. I think I was teaching it, and James and Connie was up in the morning doing it, and we loved it. And I think like Kevin, everyone are helping backstage, everyone enjoyed it. So it was really cool.
No, it is really good. Yeah, thank you.
All right, we'll take a quick break, and then we'll bring in Big Zach. right, we're back in, and we got Zach.
How we going?
Yeah, Zach, another Alta fighter, one of our heavyweight fighters, who brought the bombs to the ring, to Cage even, I should say. How did you find it?
Exhilarating and painful.
You're right.
Yeah. Exhilarating and painful all at the same time, but definitely worth it. So yeah, it was a great experience.
It was mad from the get go. That one, straight out like.
Someone's gonna get dropped here.
Even at the start, like I was wrapping your hands, and I was just like chill out and all that, like before the fight. And then you came out, and I was just like absolutely thrown down straight away. I was like, oh man.
I think was it me, you and Courtney in Alfie's corner?
Yeah, but I wrapped his hands before. And I was chatting to him before, and we were just chatting about like fight nerves, and I was just like, just chill out and stuff. Before, like,
and then you swapped over, and then I think we were all just like me, you and Courtney, we're just like looking at each other, like, and then we didn't say anything. We just like
just taking it.
We were like.
Man, it was hectic.
Yeah, it was definitely wasn't the fight I was expecting. Just leave it at that.
There was definitely some bombs thrown. You had a bit of nerves beforehand as well.
Yeah, that was the killer. Actually, it was insane. Like I'm no stranger to some high level like sports and nerves and stuff like that. But like the adrenaline dump and the nerves and everything just leading up to that is nothing I've ever experienced. Like that was the killer for me. That was really the thing that was the main story of the fight was just
when did that when did that kind of like set in, do you reckon? Like was it when you kind of went to the venue and stuff, or like how were you, because even in training and stuff you're like very like chill and stuff and training and all good, but what point like prior to the fight do you feel like all that started happening?
I think it was when we were locked in at the weigh-ins.
Oh yeah,
it was like immediately at the weigh-ins. It was like we're there, stripped down. It was great, and then and then we sent it up face to face, and it was like that realization where it's like, 24 hours from now, we're gonna be dropping bombs at each other. Not the fight I was expecting, but and it was as soon as we locked in, it's like, oh shit, this is gonna happen like within 24 hours. So
I think that's the stage. I think when you first when you like going for like any kind of fight, you find out who you matched. I go, Kev, you matched, and they go, who's it? And they tell them who it is. I think you get that rush of nerves there. Then you get used to it, you do your training and all that, and then you don't feel it again massively until you go to the weigh-in. And you're like, oh shit. And then they look pretty big, like compared to me. Like, they always look bigger than they are.
I don't think I was ready for heavyweight either. It didn't set in until then. It was like, oh, okay.
Big boys. And then when you go to the venue, and definitely when you win the cage, it's like, oh, okay, here we go.
Like we were wrapping hands before, and it was like, I was peaking, man. Like it was insane.
That's what I was saying. I was trying to chill everything out, like nice and calm and all that. Like, but I could tell, like, and it's hard as well. Like, there's so much going through your mind. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, what's gonna happen and stuff. Like, and you obviously put in all this training. I feel like there's a lot of processing that comes to it. You have to but having done it, like, gain that experience, like, it all stands to you now. Like next time you go for like competition or fight or anything like that, like dealing with those kind of nerves, because it's such a different type of nerve. Like I feel like even like I've competed in like taekwondo and stuff. I've competed in other sports. I know you have as well. Yeah,
same background. Yeah.
But when it comes to like that, it's like you said, there's not much really like it. And it's like very, very intense. But no, man, you did class like straight up. It was really good, man.
Wish it went longer, but
it is what it is. It was like someone is getting dropped here. Like, I even said in the corner, I'm like, someone's getting, because then you against the cage, and you were starting throwing these one, then you clip him, then he would start clipping you, and then you like do his flurry and clip him, and we're like, oh, someone's going down, and always with a heavyweight, like you get touched, it's like it's different if it's like you're a flyweight or like a lightweight, but when you're a heavyweight, it's you got some bombs, you got some power on those ones, so. Yeah, it was really cool. And then again, when you go on to your next one, like I was saying, you're going to have all that experience. You're going to know how you're going to roughly feel. You're going to know what it's like if you went to the same venue and things like that. It's all that experience comes into it.
Exactly.
Yeah, and it helps a lot. Like, you're still going to get nervous, but you go like, okay, I've done this before. I have a rough idea what's going to happen and the process. It's the unknown, I think, that makes you a bit nervous.
Like every fight that I've even like accepted, like you were saying when you say, oh, hey, Kev, you've got a fight. And I'm like, oh, who is it? Like, and this is the name. Every single time, without a doubt, I get that like sinking feeling in my chest. I'm like, Like, and then I'm like, wait a second, why did I just like feel that way? And then it already starts. It's just way different. Like you'll watch fights on the TV, like UFC or whatever, and you'll be like, oh man, I would just do this, I would just do that. Like, oh, and as soon as it's kind of like sets in like reality, oh no, you're matched up, you're fighting on this date, like this is the person you're fighting. And you can even still be like, oh, okay, cool, kind of like block it off. But then you get to the weigh-ins, stand right in front of that person, and then just like reality sets in a little bit, and like nerves and stuff will start to rush up. I've definitely experienced that, like, and I know that it's not a bad thing to experience that like every time. Like it's almost like excitement in a way. I feel like like
I think if you can train your sort of switch your mindset to
train your brain,
yeah, train your brain. But if you can like think of it as excitement and try and convince yourself it's real excitement, it's not nerves, because the same sort of feeling, the adrenaline coming through, and if you like think. Like if you're gonna go on a roller coaster as opposed to something like it's just excitement, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Oh, fucking hate roller coasters.
I don't like them either.
I hate them too, but
I'm trying to think of like adrenaline.
That was almost an exact quote there.
Yeah. But like, just it's like trying to switch that mindset a little bit, but easier said than done because you think, what if this happens? What if that happens? I don't know if it's the same for you, Zach, but like I've never thought about like worried about getting hurt. No. I've worried about what if I do this? What if this happens? What if that happens? And pretty much of all my fights I've had, everything's happened. I've been stopped in the first round. I've won in the first round. Like it's all these different things that have happened, and like afterwards, it's not that bad. You know, it's not the worst thing that can happen to you. You know what I mean?
I think for me, like walking in there, it was just a mind frame other than just being like peaking as, but like it was all right. It's going to be what it is. It is what it is, right? And for me, it was, look, win, lose, or draw. As long as you put on a good damn fight, I'm going to be happy with that. Yeah. Just don't get stopped in round one. Yeah. And if you're going to get knocked out, you're not going to remember it anyway, so who gives a shit, you know what I mean? But it was, I think we put on a good show, and I'm happy with that. And
again, I can't think of any of the ones, the Alta ones, that was like, wasn't good. Like it was good. Like even if there were shorter ones or whatever, even like say like Aaron against Nathan, like. Nathan was like taking it to him, and Aaron was coming back, and it was really good. Just so happened he got clipped on that kick. Whether it was stopped early, I don't know. But obviously they were going to do that with an exhibition bout. But even then, like both did really, really well. You know.
Yeah, so, exactly.
I was really impressed because I didn't know what to expect. You don't know.
It's so hard to know. Like you
can see the skill level. You can train people up, but you don't know till they get in there how they're going to react. You know.
Yeah, exactly. That was the same with me. Like I had no idea. Like for me, all through training, I kind of saw myself as more of a technical stand-up guy. You know, sit back, try and set some things up, and throw some kicks. I don't think I threw one. And then when a push came to shove, I just sat there and decided, all right, let's just throw bombs at each other.
I would have been shocked if you shot a double.
What do you mean? My jits is great.
Were you surprised by your response? Like, I mean, obviously, because you said, you didn't expect the fight to go like that. And like Alfie came out was he the Yorkshire Ripper? And he's like came out and like just ripping. And but were you surprised by your response to that? Because he backed you up and you sort of like got stuck against the cage, but then you fired back like Steve said, and you were just going. Like, were you like? Do you think back and you're surprised that you didn't just sort of like cover up but you actually took it back to win?
Yeah, what surprised me was like, and especially watching it back later, which was horrible, by the way, but it is what it is, was just because like rational side of my brain is, all right, we'll create space, try and hook out, get to the center of the cage again. But like I said, just the body took over, and
if someone gives you a bit of a break, you can sort of think a bit. Like I said, they go 1, 2, 3, they back away, and then they give you a break and they go again. But like, cause it was constant, it's like, just give me 2 seconds to think, and then you just respond, you know, to come back.
There was a moment in that exchange where it was like, I don't know, there was a break for a second, and I just went, oh, it is what it is. I like, bugger this, I'm going to try and take your head off, and we're just going to sit here until one of us goes to sleep.
Which is weird because you can't train that, you know what I mean? Like, that's how you responded.
That's really what I was like impressed. Like, I mean, Corny were talking about it afterwards, and I was impressed that you just like went back at it, you know, like, because he did come out hard and aggressive, like, and then, but you just like, you know, back against the cage and then just started fighting. Should have pulled guard, but whatever. if I was in your corner, I would have said pull guard, and then you can't hit you one on the ground, and then use your sick jits.
I was going to try and set up a flying triangle, but you know, it's time wise.
You don't want to like show up too much, do you?
Yeah. No, but it was crazy,
That's
man.
cool. Will you definitely do it again?
Oh, 100%.
That's wicked.
100%. Like, I came out of there, I think the first thing I said was, all right, when's the next one?
Yeah.
Just let me get less fat and then jump in.
Yeah. Just the consistency of doing it. Like with these things, I find that like, it's like when you do like a 10-week challenge of weight loss, everyone does it so fucking good.
Yeah.
And then as soon as they hit that thing and they go out and they just blow out again. You know what I mean? It's being able to get back in the gym and get consistency again and train again, you know? No. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying. I wasn't saying that.
I thought you were like completely direct.
No. But I when I used to work in like gyms, and you'd have that, and I just every time I hit that goal, with the goal is the fight or the goal is the weight loss or whatever, and then it's like stop. But if you can keep pushing and keep going, that's how you're gonna build on that experience, you know? Yeah. So
100%. Yeah.
all right, well, beautiful. Zach, thanks for coming in, and we will come back with another Alta female. And we're back again here with Jess from our Alta program and James with his tatami top on. It's good. I like it. It's nice.
Do you want me to show them the back?
Yeah, show the back.
Okay.
Show the back. We can turn around.
This is just for Olden.
Yeah,
Look,
he loves it.
Jiu-jitsu.
Yeah,
That's not
Robert?
bad. That's
the
nice.
way it comes off the end.
This is what this is.
Jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, so I just walk the streets. Everyone knows that I do.
Did you get that for
Jiu-jitsu.
free? Was that like sent out to you?
No, pay for it.
You paid full whack
Yeah.
for it? Wait,
Really?
you paid full price for
Yeah,
it?
full price.
As a jiu-jitsu?
Olden just gives me heaps of shit about it because it says like it's a massive on the back.
Yeah?
He doesn't
I like
So-
it. I have a rat of the
And then
as
if
the rash guy.
I went in and then I came back out to go out somewhere and I had it on and he's like, oh my God. He's like, you didn't get changed. He's like, why are you wearing it? Oh,
He was
anyway.
wearing it the whole time we were in the fights. It was,
Oh, man.
it was just
Anyway.
funny. Anyway, here we are with Jess. How we doing?
Yeah, good. Thanks for
Good,
having
good.
me. Yeah. Do I need to go closer?
You need to
Sorry.
get closer than that, yeah. Otherwise, we won't hear you. So you had a bit of a battle on the old Domination.
Yeah.
How did you find that?
It was interesting. It was actually a lot of fun.
Yeah?
It was scarily a lot of fun.
Scarily a lot of
Really a
fun.
lot of fun.
Yeah, I think I started smiling like a lunatic.
You
Getting
were
into it.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say you looked like you were having way too
I had
much
way
fun
too much.
before the fight and everything. Like, no, what were you thinking before you went into the cage and stuff?
To be honest, I was just thinking, nothing. I don't know. No, I saw Viv's fight, and I know it was kind of bad, but basically Gemma and I were watching it before we were going in, and
Yeah.
Gemma's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
"Oh, should we be watching this?" Because like blood nose, you
Yeah.
know, to the point where like they're basically leaning on each other while
Yeah.
they're punching each other, and you know, she looks at me, and I'm looking at her like,
Oh man!
like
man,
yeah,
man,
we're
man,
about
man.
to.
Yeah, which I heard through the grapevine that like you guys were like, I don't know if this is true or not, but like dancing and stuff like backstage and all that
Yeah.
before the fight, and I was like, that is crazy. Like in
Yeah.
my head, I was like going from that, and then you're gonna like go in and you're gonna like fight and everything. But no, good experience though, man.
Because there's some of the people that were doing the Alta and they were like matched together because the way everyone was acting. I was like, I wonder if they're gonna go hard. Like I don't know if they're gonna go hard because they might just go easy, maybe like sparring. But you guys have gone for it, so it was pretty fun. It was
Yeah.
pretty cool. I know, like Gemma hurt her calf, like she really popped her calf in one of I think the first round or
was
the
the
second,
first.
something like that. But like she still just kept coming, and then
She's tough,
tough as nails, and you kept coming and trying to cut her off. It was very much like from memory, her throwing kicks and you trying to cut her off and throw your hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you shot that double. It was a good double as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember that. Yeah, that was pretty cool. It was a good fight.
It was early on. There was like like you said, like kind of kick battle, and then like you were trying to cut off and then land with your hands. Because I think there was
Yeah.
like one point, like Gemma's very good with her distance and stuff. Like really
'Cause
good. Like
she's got experience of that taekwondo and just like point fighting, you know.
Yeah,
So
kinda
that's
side
really good
kicks
for
and
range.
stuff.
Almost like Wonderboy Thompson, something like that, in
Yeah.
and out type of movement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then and that can be tricky to deal with as well. But he did a great job. He got like on the inside, and I think he did like 6-piece combo. I was like, oh my
I don't even
gosh.
know where that came from. It
Straight
was just
up,
like,
it was so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, straight into it.
I do remember though, like the first round you were like getting in, and like you were both having turns sort of thing, and then you would like start to pressure her back. But then I think it was the second round you like stopped doing that, and like you were just staying like at her range, like and not. You wouldn't pressure in, like you were just doing like ones, or like you would start to pressure in and then you would like back out again. And then I think it was the end of that round when Steve was like, "What are you doing? Like you just did it in the first round."
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck are you doing?
I still remember exactly what you said. It was like, does it hurt? Are you tired? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, because I said, "Are you tired?" She says,
No.
"Oh, not really." And I was like, "You hurt?
Right, yeah.
Is she hurting yet?" He's like, "Oh, no, I'm good." I'm like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I was like, "Go and cut the ring off and go after it." Like, this is a fight. And you're like, yeah. I was like,
Do you know why? Like, why that? Because it was like the first round we were like, "Oh, it's like really good," and then the second round it was like almost like a different person. Like
I
you were
saw
just
her limping. I felt so bad because I like,
yeah.
you know, and yeah,
Weak.
I know. Yeah.
no mercy.
So,
Yeah, that's a tough one though,
It is
especially
hard.
if you
Yeah.
know them as
Yeah.
well.
It's different
Yeah.
if it's you don't really know them.
Yeah, I even get like that in fights though.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
What? As in, like, if you like, I don't know, you want to like compete, you want to like do well, but because it's the fight game, like hitting and hurting, like, do you know if when you crack someone or like, and then it hurts them. I think, especially if you haven't done it before, like in that setting, it can be a little bit like, oh, like, are you okay? Like,
I did it my second fight. When I knocked on that spin kick,
yeah,
and like everyone's going mental. I'm crazy. I jump up and like going, yeah. Like, it was like really cool.
Yeah.
And then literally like 10 seconds in, I was like, oh fuck, is he all right? And I was really worried because he wasn't moving. Like then it's the same sort of thing. But if you know someone as well, and you
Like
guys
double
are
that.
friends, like it would be. I didn't realize you'd realize that she'd.
Yeah.
Because I'd see them like moving. She went like with a leg, and then but she just kept going and kicking. So I was like, oh, that was weird. But I didn't think. Obviously, I'm not in her corner. But I didn't think you would have noticed that.
Yeah,
like,
no,
obviously,
I saw it. It's the way she like, because you know when people's faces changed, and then you could see she started to get a little bit worried, and then she put that face back on, and then I saw her limping on that. I was like, oh no. And it's so bad because I remember I had a nightmare. I literally had a nightmare where I was actually like pummeling her in my dream, right? Like literally, she was bleeding for some reason. No,
Can't edit this bit. Edit this bit.
Sorry, Gemma, if you're watching,
Gemma's
I'm
not
sorry.
listening.
I told her. Anyway, and I'm absolutely pummeling her. Like she's got blood, face is swelling. You know, it's really satisfying. And I looked over and I saw her daughters crying.
Oh no!
And I was like, just kill me. Like,
They didn't even know they were there.
No, they weren't.
no, this in the dream.
In
In my dreams, I'm always getting beaten up. I've never like beaten anyone in my dreams.
Who was it? I can't remember who it was, but yeah, like someone. It's funny because you were like, oh, like yeah, she hurt her calf and like felt bad and stuff. Could see the face, like demeanor change, and I'm pretty sure I heard someone shout like, "Kick her in the calf," and it's like it's so hard because like you said, I mean you know each other, you've like trained together and stuff, but it's like, am I really gonna do that to you, type of thing? Like, oh, it's weird.
And you know, I think she was playing a couple of mental games with me as well the weeks leading up to it. Because she said to me, she's like, "You realize you've beaten up a 40-year-old mum?" And I was like, don't tell me these things.
What?
And then she was like, oh, you know, because we know each other. We're not going to go hard. We're not going to go hard. I was like,
Dreaming about.
Meanwhile.
Bloody cold on the ground. Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're starting to find a little bit more out about you, Jesse. Here.
That's the reason I'm quiet.
He's just staring off like.
Did you have a highlight from the whole experience, like from not necessarily like training? If training was your highlight, you can say that as well. But what did you enjoy the most about everything?
Just I actually think the support from everyone
Yeah.
was probably the best part. You know, like chatting to people, you know, getting advice and all of that stuff. And, you know, with Courtney coaching and working on the fight technique and like actually coming through with a real game plan. And I think, that was a lot of fun. The weight cut wasn't, but it was a lot of fun.
Yeah. That's probably the hardest. I think the worst bit about fighting, I think, is the weight cut. Usually, if you've got to cut a bit of weight, it's like just like everything just focus. Because when you find out they get the fight, you laser focus on your training. Then it gets to that point where you weeks out and you're like, oh god, like all I've got to do is like not eat and then still
I'm at
train.
that point now.
Yeah.
That's
So you
why
get
everyone
miserable,
else
like,
is drinking.
usually.
I'm not miserable,
Oh, no,
man.
you're a little
I'm
bit-
just saying
little
that's why
bit
you guys
snappy.
got like drinks and stuff.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying mine.
How come you didn't get one? Oh, you had?
Can't have beer.
I offered you. Oh, why?
Gluten. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
this
extra.
is gluten-free.
Why do you think I'm
Guests, man.
psychotic?
This
It's
is
because I
good.
can't have cake.
No, you're guests, man.
No, I was going to bring that whiskey you got us, but then I bloody forgot.
Oh, real?
I did, I forgot.
I forgot,
Yeah,
Didn't
I
want
forgot.
to share it.
It's
Forgot
actually-
that
it's a good
really
one, I didn't
nice
wanna-
whiskey. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I want to try that at some stage with you.
I'll bring it. Our next one we'll do that about after the fight, maybe.
Yeah,
After you fought.
yeah, we'll be after the
Yeah, we'll
fight,
do that. Yeah.
Did you have to, sorry, you go.
Go on, go on.
I was going to say, did you have to cut much weight? Like, what did you do to just like diet and stuff? Or did
Yeah. So it was a couple of kilos, and then the weight fluctuation came, I think, the week before, period. And then and then that I tried to do water loading, but I don't think I did it right.
Oh, real? We
but
still having like salt and stuff? Or?
No, I cut salt and carbs. I think it was 2 days before, and then I didn't eat on the Friday, and I didn't drink any water, and I ended up weighing in. So.
And so did you ever do anything like sauna or hot bath like on the day, or did you not have to do that?
I did a hot bath on the day.
Okay,
Yeah.
not bad, not bad.
Yeah.
Get some Epsom salts
So
and stuff.
what do you think you did the water loading wrong? How did you think you did that
I
wrong?
don't know, because it was, I don't know,
I seen
maybe.
you outside pouring loads of water on your head.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm
See,
not sure
maybe,
what
I
she's
thought
doing.
that was the ice bucket challenge.
Yeah, okay, right.
No, I think I watched one YouTube video and I was like, I'm educated.
You
And
could have asked him.
Definitely, yeah.
and the guy was saying, it's like, oh, you got to drink 8 liters on the Sunday, then you're going to jump up to 9.5 liters on the Monday, and then you're going to drink 11.5 liters on the Tuesday. And it was Sunday, and I was down my 8th liter, and I was like, there's no way I'm
was gonna-
doing.
This, well, sorry,
So I went
Which
back to
website?
YouTube. I went back to YouTube, and I was
Yeah.
like, every other video
We're
was
not
like 8
gonna go
liters,
into
8
it,
liters.
but like,
Yeah.
that doesn't sound right at all.
definitely not.
Yeah, it's not exactly how
Yeah.
we do it. So
Yeah.
yeah. But next time we've got a protocol for you.
Yeah, Steve's got a full protocol. Even like when we do the hot baths and stuff at his house, he's got. Well, we were there with some of the lads cutting weight for the Alta. I came over to help before I was teaching, and got the bath going. Got the little like LED like lights to shoot the stars up into the
I
ceiling.
just started that when.
I swear, I'm
He's
not
just
joking.
having a disco, you're
I was
drinking
showing,
your
I was showing
whiskey.
Kevin, and he goes, "Oh, that's nice. It's real nice." When he was cutting weight. last
It's the
time.
best thing ever because
What
obviously like
happens
you're
when you
really
get too
sensitive.
dehydrated? You just be like, oh, I'm another planet. Like,
It's oh man, like I can't explain it. Like you're there and you're very agitated, you're irritable, and then like you're in this hot water and it's just like you're obviously like thirsty and you're parched and you're like you really want to drink. And next thing, like Steve's like, hey, like do you want me to put some of these like I've got these like stars that like shine up like onto the ceiling. I'm like, really? He's like, yeah. Pulls it out and it's like proper cool. It's up and I'm like, oh, do you know what? This actually isn't
Put
too
some
bad,
music
right?
on the stereo
Put some
on.
It's a
music
premium
on,
coach package right there.
100%. Nah.
Sometimes I'll sing. Maybe.
oh.
Well, nah.
He's like, get me out, get me out.
Definitely not. Yeah.
That's cool. You got a lot to look forward to. Would you do it again then?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you obviously enjoyed it and you dreamt about killing people. So yeah, I would imagine you'd want to do it again.
Yeah. No, it was lots of fun.
But you're straight back into training.
Yeah.
Yeah, which was great. And then it was to just build on what you've learned and stuff. And it really impressed me like what you did in there. And then obviously you can start even without us telling you anything. You could see what you did really well and what you didn't do well. I think you could like take away from it and go, okay, I can build on this, and I'll improve my good stuff as well. That's what's really cool about fighting, and it gets more focused on it because you could be doing stuff in class and you maybe like drilling a setup for a leg kick or whatever, and you're like, oh man, I keep doing this, but then you realise how important it is because like you're just gonna go back to what you do in training.
Yeah.
And you go, okay, I need to drill this like 1,000 times, and I got to drill this 1,000 times. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting you back in there and smashing some people. Yeah.
Ground and pound this time.
Hey?
Ground and pound
Ground and
this
pound,
time.
yeah, exactly.
There's no ground and pound in there. Oh,
No, it was
yeah.
just jiu-jitsu
Yeah.
on the floor, but yeah, I think that was good for the first one for the exhibitions and stuff. So
Yeah.
good rule set. Wicked. Well, thanks for coming and chatting with us,
you.
and we'll be back in a minute. We're back again. So here just with James and Kev. Got heaps of things happening in the future, and we've had a few things happen since our last podcast. Obviously, we talked about the Alta. The guys doing amazing. But we had like 3 other lads on Domination. We had George, Jed, and Jesse.
Yeah.
All did amazing. I thought George did really well. I
I say who are we starting with? Yeah, George.
Yeah.
I felt like he won that fight.
I thought he won, but again, you just got to look at the judges and just disagree with them. Yeah.
Even taken away from it though, like I remember George. I think he was most worried about like not being able to like showcase the hard work he's put in and like his skills and stuff. But that was a wicked fight. Like there was so much.
I felt his opponent threw more power in the first round. But then I thought he came back like second to control. Third round, like I thought he did really well. I thought it was close, but I thought George might have edged it.
That's what I thought.
Flying
But it was
knees and
amazing.
whatnot.
Yeah, everything I was shouting, he was doing. Like,
Yeah.
it was amazing. Like, it was so
that,
cool.
Was that when you were called the flying knee?
Well, I
That was
thought he had
funny
it
'cause-
at the end, and it was like 30 seconds, like flying knee. And Connie's like going spin kick.
Yeah,
He goes, I might as well. I was like,
I was gonna shout out some because I was like I was meant to be in the corner, but I had to go and wrap Jed's
you were
hand.
wrapping
So I ended
Jed's,
up being like right at the back. And then I was like, I really wanted to shout some stuff, and I was like, I won't shout like spin or anything because like Steve's usually like, don't spin. And then I heard you like flying knee, and I was like, spin, like shout everything out.
I feel like when he said the flying knee, George kind of went, and then he runs and like did it. Like he was like, he was like, you know, like
that'd be
get
cool
the
to
energy
finish it
and
because
go
like
for
it wasn't.
it.
It was like a good, a hell of a match. It was a good opponent and it was good. Jed did really well. Definitely won the first 2 rounds. Or the third round, he gassed or adrenaline hit or whatever it was, and the other guy came back. But dominant first couple of rounds.
Yeah, beautiful. Even good listening as well. Like he banged the left hand in, like heard him. Oh, big left head kick as well. We were doing that backstage and everything, and then straight into the double.
The double.
They picked him up, and then you were like,
Bring
bring
him
him back to
in.
the corner. And you're like, all right, like no problem. Like runs him
Put him
back.
down, didn't he? I think he got back up and then he doubled him again, back
he did,
down, back down. Yeah, so
he's got some.
he's got good takedowns.
He has, he's got some stuff and really good stuff to build on from last time because obviously he fought the first fight, he fought a jiu-jitsu brown belt, just didn't want to strike, just wanted to take him down and put that pressure on. So he'd sort of seen that now, and then this other guy wanted to trade a little bit. So it's really good. That's what you want to do in the amateur career. See all these different fields, fight a southpaw, fight an orthodox, fight a wrestler, jiu-jitsu guy, more of a boxer, and then you're seeing it all before you get to go pro. And then Jesse just did his thing and just like again
smooth.
listens really well, does his thing. He's just very smooth, changes stances, very elusive, and then just like took him out. I said to him, I said like, I need you to like finish him. Like I need you to finish him and show you stuff. And like and I said I finish him in the second. I don't know if that I don't have anything to do with it, but like he finished him in the second. Which was like, oh man, he's just so cool. But he always looks like he's not even trying.
Oh no,
it's
it's
just, like no facial expression or anything, just like so chill and
moving.
cool, smooth, like swapping stance and stuff.
Yeah, so we've got a few more. I want to get him a few more amateur and that, and he's going to be
What's with the whole brown sugar thing? Like, has he adopted that from you?
Yeah, so when I got my brown belt, Kyle started calling me brown sugar.
Yeah.
I don't even know why, but just, and then so that sort of stuck, like semi-stuck with some people, like calling me brown sugar. And then I think Steve and Courtney told me that they're like, oh, Jesse really likes the fight name, like Brown Sugar, and he would like really like it. And then I just like thought about it, and I was like, oh yeah, well, I was like, he can, you know, like I'll bestow it upon him, like gift it to him to like keep carrying with it, because I was like, because when I get my black belt, I'm gonna be black licorice. But I was like, no. So I said, so I was like, you know, it suits him as well, like really suits him.
You've got a couple of years of brown sugar ahead of you, so.
Yeah.
I thought I just thought it suits him, and I thought someone was trying to call him. I might be wrong, but I thought like Silent Assassin. I thought I saw someone calling, and then I was just like, oh, brown sugar's way better. So
brown sugar's for him is like
so I was just like, yeah, you can have it. I gave myself the new nickname is Rolling Thunder. So now I'm
just keep giving yourself.
So now everyone at home listening, I'm Rolling Thunder is my new fight name, and Jesse's now Brown Sugar. But they didn't. So on the night, he said to me, "Oh, James, I've officially taken it," and he put it down for them to say it with the announcing, and they didn't when he came out. At the end. Quickly grabbed the announcer, and like me and Steve at the same time were like, Brown Sugar, you got to say Brown Sugar. And he's like, what? And he's looking at his thing. I was like, you got to say Jesse Brown Sugar win. And he's like, I got you. He's like, and he did it. And Jesse, you could see like he's listening. I don't think he didn't expect or anything. And then when he sees like face,
he loved it. He's such a nice lad. He's like, he's
actually brown.
He's the only one of the only lads like I'll go to him and go, you got a fight coming up. In whatever, and he's like, sweet, cool. I said, you want to know what it is? He's like, nah. He just doesn't care. Like he just fights. So like, he's just always just chill. Like it's pretty cool. So that was a really good event. we had 14 fighters on, including the Alta guys. So yeah, it was a really, really successful night there. And then obviously, I think a few weeks before, I'm not sure, I lose track. Frank the Tank.
Jan Kowski.
Yeah, put a dominant performance over in Adelaide, won the DFC Australian title, flyweight title. I think it was like how long was it last?
Man, it was so quick.
Like a minute or
I was
something?
gonna say I reckon it was under a minute. Like
Yeah.
to
He
be
just went
honest.
out there and just did what we wanted to do, like just like
Literally
chop
exactly.
the leg, shot, and then hit him with a like. He was
Was
working
a-
this hook cross, and then like, he hit him with a cross, and he was falling back.
And then he kind of
And then
stumbled
as he was
over.
falling back, he took him down, like 'cause
Yeah.
he was already going anywhere, and then just got that head and arm choke.
Pretty sure he got the head and arm. From
half guard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then just managed to like pass through.
Well, he had it, and I don't think
like-
I've ever seen him finish a head and arm choke.
Oh yeah.
And then I was like,
Don't-
don't bother, just strike. And then like he
Yeah.
passed his leg, I was like, nah, keep going.
squeeze. Yeah, there was a point where we were like, just absolutely started shouting to go for it, like, and like put the guy to sleep.
Yeah.
Like, man, it was such a fast
Yeah.
fight, like, you know,
Yeah.
especially with all the work that you put in, like all the training,
Yeah.
even flying over and everything. We
Yeah.
were there, like, trying to sort out for the weigh-ins and all that, and then to just go and get it done
Yeah.
like that was really, really great. Like,
Yeah, amazing, really good performance, and it sets him up now. So now he's 4-1, and he's going into to fight for the Eternal title. So they got 4 on the Eternal fight. It's in 3 weeks.
yeah,
We've got Josh match now. So Josh is
Josh
the Bosch,
Josh the Bosch.
and he was there.
Is that his fight name?
Yeah. So he was at
Yeah.
Worlds
What's
with
a
us.
Bosch?
Bosching. He's British, and he's Bosch.
Bosch, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
the Bosch. Okay,
Josh
I
the
like
way
it.
he does,
Bosch.
and he bangs.
Yeah,
So
I
like,
like
I've got him a last minute fight against one of the lads because someone's opponent dropped out. So that should be a really good fight. He was at Gamma with us at Worlds, so like that'd be really, really cool. He's been at the gym a little while now. And then we've got James Wong. Finally got him a match.
King Wong.
Yeah. So he's got against the opponent that I think he broke his nose last time. The guy had to pull out.
Oh, okay.
That's why he had to pull out. But now he's back. Same, a good opponent, tall opponent. He's fighting pro debut. Then yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Then yourself. Going for your third pro fight against a
Very exciting.
slick, taller fighter.
Yeah.
It was like I was watching.
When have
some
I
of his stuff
never
today.
fought a taller fighter?
No, I'm just saying, yeah.
tall,
But
yeah.
like, that he's an up and comer as well, like very technical, very good. And then obviously Frank's fighting for the title against an American. I think he trains out of Thailand. Very heavy wrestling.
Yeah.
So like, I think it's not going to be any easy fights on the night. I think it's all going to be hard fights, but that's what we want to get the team even better. But yeah, it's going to be a crazy good night, and it's the day before UFC.
Yeah,
So have all the
absolutely
UFC and
hectic
everyone
times,
watching. So everyone's going to want to try and put on the show and look for the
Definitely.
finish. How you feeling for your fight?
Man, I'm excited. Hey, like you said, like lots of atmosphere around it because obviously UFC is like happening the day after. Quick turnaround from the fight before, which has been good. Like obviously I had like that 2-year kind of layoff from Eternal, just like from injuries and stuff. So being able to like have that last fight, have this quick turnaround in training.
Going,
Yeah.
How did you feel
Feels
in your
really
last
cool.
fight? How did you feel going into that? Did you feel any different because of the layoff?
I'm gonna say yeah. Like I think in my head at the time I was trying to process it. Like it's not that different. Yes, it's been times past, but like it's the same. I'm in the gym every day. I'm training and stuff, you know. But I definitely feel like I don't know if it was the layoff, but I was a little bit like. I felt I was a little bit off timing wise, like slightly, a little bit. I don't want to say rusty, just a little bit off. And then it kind of took me a couple of minutes into that first round, and then I think I didn't mean to land the nut shots. Like obviously that was a bit like unfortunate, but it was after that I think I kind of copped
You've
on.
been drilling him.
Keep it down low. I was kind of after that I kind of switched it a bit, and I was thinking, okay. Like I'm down this round. Like I've had a point taken off me as well, which I was like,
Did
what?
they take a point?
Yeah, for the second one.
One of them didn't even.
Yeah.
One of them didn't even hit. I seen.
Yeah.
That was right there.
So I was a bit like, I was just a bit frustrated, and I was like, like I didn't want that to happen. It's not a great start.
Yeah, you felt bad.
There's like a
about
minute left, and then I was thinking, like I know I'm better than this. I was like, like let's just go, like switch it on. And then I think from that point, I got my distance and stuff, and then. like still got tagged at like some shots that I'm not like super happy with, but I felt confident. I felt like really good at that moment on, and then I was like pressuring him. He went for the takedown, and I managed to stuff it because he did take me down early in the fight. But when I stuffed it, everything kind of presented itself, and I got the win. But I think like that was a good way to like shake off some rust and everything. Very cool to come away with like a first round finish and not have many injuries or anything. Cause
it was actually like 2 seconds left in the first round or something.
Yeah, something like that. Cause like most of the fights I've been like really hurt. Afterwards, I needed some recovery time. But this one was cool. So like a couple seconds left in the first round, finished it up. Had a little bit of time, obviously, just to enjoy like some food and everything, like and heal up. And then straight back into camp for this one. And yeah, I've got huge respect for my opponent. Like he looks game. From what I've seen of him, like just like sharp. Like I'm very excited. Like I think it's gonna be a very high level fight. And yeah, like it'll just be really cool to like throw down and everything in front of everyone again. And with all the guys here, everyone that was training for the Alta, the Domination, everyone that's training for this card as well. Atmosphere's been class. So even like Josh, like coming over, having those like training partners and stuff, it's been a really good push. So very exciting now. So like 2 weeks to just focus on weight and everything, and then smash it out.
Be good. Can't wait. It's gonna be a good one. And then we head over to Vegas. James,
two big boys.
How you feeling about it?
World.
Well, I said when I come back a world champion, I'm going to have to move Alden's belt out because he's just an Australian champion. I'm going to be a world champion.
World champion. World champs, make sure BJJ. Las Vegas, isn't it?
Yeah. We're heading over to Vegas a week after your fight.
Yeah.
And then we're there for a few days, and then we'll compete.
Can I come?
Hey?
Can I come?
If you want to fly over,
Yeah, oh, nice.
It's pretty cool. Like I did it last year, and then like just the atmosphere was amazing. I think it was like 30 mats. Yeah. And like just anyone you could think about who's in BJJ and UFC and stuff like that, they're all hanging around and that. It's pretty cool and surreal. I was watching DJ compete before my match, and that was pretty cool.
Yeah, Mighty
in the brown belt division,
Have you been to Las Vegas?
No.
It's cool. Yeah. It's very.
Are you excited?
Fun. Yeah, I mean, I'm excited and like nervous as well.
The flight puts you off. The flight's like
stirring me up.
I
thought you staring me up because I'm just like
he's nervous about the flight.
Yeah, I'm more nervous about actually just getting there and surviving. Like to be honest, like not the matches. Like the match, it's like whatever. Like you're gonna go. I think because basically like when you started camp for this fight, it's like I said to myself, like when we decided that I was going to go to Worlds, I was like, okay, well, I'm going into camp now, right? And so like I started, and then I've been doing like the MMA Shark Tanks with you, getting you ready for Eternal, which has been helping me get ready for Worlds. Because like I remember the first one I did when Ross Pearson was here, it's like the 30-second breaks, I'm on the floor dying, Kev's like still going. In between rounds, he's like doing backflips and climbing up the wall. I'm like out there like puffing on my puffer, like can barely breathe. And then now, like as we've like gone further and further, I was like, I'm finding my cardio is like a lot better. Like, granted, I'm still getting a 30-second break, and you're still going.
I've noticed it get dramatically harder myself.
But I'm like my cardio's coming up, and then also being able to learn from you because I'm learning off you because we're spending each week. And I'm trying to, the whole time we're doing stuff, I'm like, what's Kev doing here? Oh, that was nice. Okay, I see that. Okay, cool. Try and remember that. Like, and I'm trying to pick up things like to help me. And we got our the jiu-jitsu comp class every Monday. So I'm running that. And then every Wednesday night going with you, and like I go with Jesse or whoever else. So doing rounds there for their fights. And then every Friday we're going, and me and Steve have been going and getting extra comp rounds in as well.
Yeah, even today as well, didn't you?
Yeah, we had a heap of black belts, some world champions and stuff. It was really good. Like just going through that time frame. Sometimes it's like minute round, but back to back with new people. Yeah. And other times like doing like other sort of positional drills. So it's been really good. Yeah. Just people you don't know, so you don't know what they're good at. Yeah. So you can roll with me, you know what I do. I know what James does. I know but you get someone brand new, which is what a fight's going to be, isn't it? Yeah. You don't know what they're going to feel like, how they're going to move, what's their secret little moves and stuff. So that's been really, really fun, being able to do that as well. So yeah, I'm excited about it. I'm excited just going to America and have a bit of a trip as well.
I mean, like I'm feeling really good. Like I feel like my jiu-jitsu's feeling really good, like pretty on point. all of that, but I also like you realize like, especially doing like all these extra comp rounds and going down to AMA and like doing extra rounds with all these black belts. I think you just realize I'm not so stressed about the matches because you realize just how easily you can lose. You know, like it's just like you can feel on. You can feel on, and still some days I come in here and I feel on, and I'm like, I'm like, oh my god, I didn't tap anyone, and then other days I come in here and I feel terrible, and then I'm like, oh, you can't even touch me, like, you know, you can't have that feeling, like, so you could go out there on that day and just it can be like, and you're just stuck, and that's it. So I'm trying to like not really
experience it, like the experience will be what stands as well.
Even not that, like, just to be honest, like even just. Because I told myself, I was like, right, you're going to Worlds, you're going to go in camp. So I've been like trying to eat good. I've been training heaps of rounds.
I've been drinking beer.
I've been working on stuff, and then I like I told you, every Wednesday I wake up and I'm like, I might not do that Shark Tank MMA tonight.
We did rounds in the morning as well.
Yeah, we did an hour of like
competition rounds
on the Wednesday.
On the Wednesday,
that's impressive then.
And I did an hour with like Mike Buckland in the morning, and then came back, did an hour with him, and then came back but every Wednesday I've been like, because I just, like I told you, I'm having nightmares about Kev, like taking me, like he's been taking me down, like slamming me into the mat, like ripping me off, and he gets serious, like it's been getting serious, and I've been like having nightmares. I wake up in the night like in cold sweats about it. And so every Wednesday I'm like, well, you don't even have to do it. I don't have to do it. I'm not an MMA fighter. And then I'm like, nah, you're doing it. Well, you know, because I want to help you. Like I want you to win. And then also it's been helping me, like cardio and then learning from you too, and then being in that atmosphere with everyone and like helping like most of the time I go with you or Jesse, like usually, so it's like help Jesse. I went with Vivek the other week, like helping him, but it's like so all of that, even just not just going to Worlds and that, but just the lead up's been good for everything, you know.
But you have to stay switched on as well. Like even when we are doing our like rounds and stuff for the Shark Tank, like obviously you get tired and everything, like from the pads, the wrestling and all that. But I can't like switch off. Like the other day I did switch off.
You switched right off.
I switched right off for a second. Yeah. For those that don't know, James like nearly put me to sleep. But yeah, like I switched off for a second. I feel like I didn't even but I was like trying to get out of your
I didn't really switch off. It was just tight, and then I was shouting to go for it, and then you didn't really.
You didn't go
for a split second, and then you stood back up and you were like, and then you were good to go. But like that's. You're doing 5-minute rounds of non-stop. Exactly, it's just everyone's the whole thing is like not to win these rounds. It's like you should be like just pushing and pushing. If you're winning, you're not getting pushed. Like you can't win all the time. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's like can you survive and keep pushing and trying to win? You know what I mean? So
because I don't. So it's like even for myself in that situation, like I don't think I'm not like I got Kev or anything, because I'm like, you've just done 5-minute. I can tell the difference from when we start to the end. Like you're getting tireder. And so things become easier for me. Even against, I've done it with James Wong. And it's like at the start, I don't even try and take him down. What's the point? I'm not going to be able to. As we get further along there and he starts getting tired, now I'll start to take him down because I'm getting my 30 seconds rest. You're not. So I don't like even think anything of it. It's like more for me, I'm just like, like I felt good in that one. Just like my technique was like the way I set it up and the way I got it and everything. And I was like, that was solid. That was nice technique, because it is. Even when you're super tired, even at the very end, it's hard to do anything with you, because it's like, I don't know when you just come back, you explode, you like move, like, I can't like, if I do any little wrong thing, now I've lost position and you're out. It's like, so like in that, but I don't go, I got Kev, it's not, you're dying. Like you're
definitely
like, I couldn't imagine having to do the pads and then go back, and then I'm already tired with my 30-second break. So it's like,
I think the fact that like it is that level, like it's so good, because like that can happen in a fight as well, you know. So it's like having you put it on like that, even though like later rounds is like such good to like help keep switched on and be aware that can happen. But when do you fly out to Worlds? Because my question is, when do we get to Shark Tank? That's my question.
I don't think we're going to have time, because I don't reckon.
That's what I'm trying to say.
I guess it'll be hard. You need to have a rest after the fight anyway. So
is it a week after?
It's about a week after.
Sorry, we got to get one in. Like I'm telling you, both of you in Shark Tank. Like I'd love it. That'd be so.
I reckon if I had to do pads in between that, oh man, I probably just.
It's rough out. Hey,
I don't know what.
No, we just put the gi on.
For the gi.
if we do
imagine doing a
so-
Shark Tank with the gi.
I've been doing it on the Monday com class. I've been doing like mini Shark Tanks and stuff. So like you'll be in the middle, and then everyone goes like you know like a minute or 2 minutes on you, and one person stays in.
That's with the kids class.
I gotta get some wins. Yeah. So
That's cool.
Hectic. And then lastly, we've got Gamma.
Yeah, so I'm coaching the Australian team again in December because there was the world's Nogi in Vegas and that, but then it's on the same time. So I want to go over there, and we've got hopefully we've got quite a few guys from the gym who've done really well before and compete into that, and people who haven't done it before. So this year is in Jakarta. So hopefully we should have a really cool, solid team because we started. There's 2 other coaches as well. We started like building the team already. Yeah. So hopefully we should get mostly everyone I want to get over there. And there should be good competition because last time it took it to another level. Like it's in like the Chinese team that brought over like 3 amateur fighters, and then this time they brought over 25 pro fighters, so like it's just like the levels going up and up because you can be pro fighter as well fighting this amateur. So it's just really good experience to be able to do. So it's just under that rule set, but it's like the Olympics. They can be like pro now and do that. You know, like I think Robin was saying LeBron James is playing basketball at the Olympics. So like it's the same sort of thing they're trying to get. I think Gamma is trying to get MMA to the Olympics. So it's a certain rule set, so then everyone should be able to go and compete. And then it's just you're nothing to lose really. You're gonna go
gain. Yeah, it doesn't go on your record or anything. Like go out like.
Nah.
when is it? When's Gamma?
It's in December. They don't know the exact date, but it's in December. Yeah.
I wonder if it'll be on my birthday. My birthday is in December, 20th of December.
Would you be
20th of December, guys? I like whiskey.
No, it won't be. It'll be before.
Oh, will it?
Before,
Would you be fighting?
Me, I want
Gamma?
to. I want to compete.
So obviously you can then if you're pro.
There's a few that we want to take from here. And obviously getting a silver medal last time, just missing out on the gold. Broke his ribs.
Punctured
lung
lung.
collapsed. Yeah.
Wasn't it? Punctured lung,
Still fought in the final with it, but that's okay.
Yeah. But so we want it would be wicked to get you over, get the other lads over. It's always fun, always an experience. And then bring all that experience back to the gym, you know.
Awesome.
So it's going to be a busy future. We'll definitely do one next week. Do a podcast next week if Robin's in the country, if she's about. But we'll speak to you next time.
Really cool. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Thank you. Us. Nothing better than saying us.
I love it. Do you know what us means?
It doesn't. Nobody knows what it means. It's provocative.
Stands for
Nobody knows this.
optical.
Us. It means respect.
I think we've been through
It's
this
off
like a million
something.
times.
It means respect.
It means like lots of things like thank you.